So, what is a quarter horse? Well, the quarter horse breed is known for its speed, its athletic physique, an even disposition, and its versatility. And all these attributes are on full display right here at the All-American Quarter Horse Congress in Columbus.
Well, the Quarter Horse Congress is the world's largest single-breed show. We will have more than 8,000 horses here and more than 17,000 entries this year. It's now the 39th year for this show, and it started with a 3-day event, and it's now grown to 3 weeks and gone from 5,000 people attending to 650,000 people. We have people from pretty much every state in the Union here, most of the provinces of Canada. And when I went through the entries this year, I saw competitors who owned horses from Germany, Italy, Sweden, most of the European countries, and some from South America as well. So just from everywhere.
In colonial America, the early settlers enjoyed racing their horses. Most races were a quarter-mile long. One breed ran that distance faster than any other, and in honor of its speed, it was given the name quarter horse.
The differences being between us and the thoroughbreds is that it's more the sprinter as opposed to the miler. And you'll see that these horses are a little more muscled, a little heavier bodied, a little stockier than the thoroughbreds are.
The most important thing that's different about the quarter horse is its temperament. It's the type of horse that you could trust your child with.
I think if you want a horse, especially if you have kids, and say one of your kids wants to do barrel racing, the other kid wants to do Western pleasure, I think the quarter horse is one of the few breeds that can actually do all of them things and yet still be good for your kid to ride in the backyard at home.
They do so many things. They're absolutely the most versatile horse there is.
The quarter horse has a reputation for speed, but at the Congress, most events are not about raw speed. They're about technique and presentation. If you're not a horse person, these things can seem very subtle. Take the Western Pleasure Class competition, for example.
The Western Pleasure Class is based on Western attire. The horses are judged at the walk, the jog, and the lope. And they're judged on their carriage and their presence in the pen. They're also judged on their way of moving, the way of moving being how their legs are going underneath them, where their head and their neck carriage is.
If you're a serious rider, trainer, or breeder, there's one reason why you have to be at this event.
The competition. This is the toughest horse show there is in the country. It's the largest single breed horse show in the world, and everybody's here.
This is what we build our entire year towards. We set our horses in their training levels and our students in their training levels to peak at the Congress.
It is the world's largest show, and when you win a class here, you're competing against the best in the industry.
To win at an event like this is pretty prestigious. It gets you a lot of respect, a lot of recognition.
For breeders, trainers, and coaches, blue ribbons at this event can translate into dollars in the form of new clients.
Showing the horse helps your business because you get out and people can see how your training program works, how you relate to your clients, and what your coaching approach is.
It's still about the love of horses, but at this level, it's also serious business.
There's a lot of time, a lot of travel, a lot of money involved. It's not something, if you want to be a serious competitor, it's not something that you can just take lightly. It's not something that you can do once a week and hope to do well. It takes a lot of time and a lot of commitment. It is more of a lifestyle.
We do a lot from the reproduction or the breeding of the horse all the way to the training, the finishing, the showing, and the selling. So it helps us in many ways. If the horse that we are showing is by one of the stallions that we stand, we're not only helping an exhibitor and promoting ourselves as trainers, but we're also promoting our stallion at the same time. The Quarter Horse Congress is definitely attracts a lot of people in one spot. So there's no better place to go than here and have people come in from all 50 states, Canada, and more to see a horse that maybe you fit or one that you bred. What you want to do is you want to get the horse as fit as you can or as muscled as you can. And the best way to accentuate this and show it off in the class is to try to get the horse to stand as square as it can. Sometimes during the class, a baby especially, will move and get, you know, a little turned, a little cockeyed or whatever. So she would try to straighten it back up again and try to get the legs as straight underneath the baby as possible. That will make the overall package look better and prettier. I have 2 clients that have requested I keep an eye out for them for 2 different horses. And so I'm actually here trying to find a horse that I think fits that client.
For people trying to market a horse, there's nothing better than placing high in your class.
It's hard to price a horse real high that is placed real low in a class. It's much easier to price them higher if they place much higher. So the goal would be definitely to place as high as you can. A lot of people come in with great expectations, maybe don't place as high as they should. A lot of people maybe come in with low expectations and leave hooting and hollering and hopefully have a really good experience. But very intense, very competitive.
The atmosphere here is unlike any other horse show for me. The level of competition is unequaled, and you'll see everything from people that are just completely crushed to people that are walking on clouds and they're not going to touch the ground for weeks, and then everything in between.
For the breeders and trainers, this is not a hobby, it's their livelihood. And that's why the pressure to perform at a high level is so intense.
The minute that you say, that's as good as it gets, is the same minute that you start falling behind.
The All-American Quarter Horse Congress offers something for just about everyone.
A lot of people come for the shopping, to be honest with you.
To be able to bring this amount of people together, not only for the equine activities but for the trade show and everything that goes with it, it truly is unique. It's my favorite show. There's nothing else like it.